Good afternoon, YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the type of skillet that I use in the backcountry. Usually when I'm going ultralight or something like that, I'll just bring a pot. But lately I've been trying to cook a little more on trail, and getting a lightweight skillet really was going to be the best option for that. You can always cook over the fire, but sometimes it's just a lot more convenient to cook in a normal pan. So this right here is the Jetboil Summit Skillet. It comes with that little carry case there, and then yeah, let me bring this closer so you can actually see it. So yeah, this is the Jetboil Summit Skillet, and it actually comes with a spatula right in it, so that's kind of nice, and it nests right in the handle, so that's really cool. So all you got to do to open that handle is just pinch a little bit and then fold it down, and then it'll lock into place, which is really nice. So I used this on my recent winter backpacking trip on an alcohol stove. In this packaging for this, it says only use it on isobutane, but I imagine using an alcohol stove on it is perfectly safe, just because the flame from an alcohol stove is even cooler than isobutane is. So it's not like it's going over a straight fire. So it should be fine. It worked great for me, at least. But I used this out on trail, made a nice breakfast on it of bacon, sausage, and eggs, and it turned out great. So I plan on continuing to use this throughout this year, and I'll probably do an update review next year as well on this, just to say how long it lasted. If, like, let's say this somehow got scratched from normal use, and I take care of non-sticks because you don't want the chemicals that are underneath these once they scratch. So I'll let you know if normal cooking was enough to scratch it. So far though, it's got some scuffs, but that's not anything that's like scratches, and it's handling cooking just fine. I've used it at home quite a bit as well, just as a test, and yeah, it's holding up great. It cooks very even between these heat rings and the thickness of the pan. It's not super thick where it's heavy. It's only 11.2 ounces actually, so that's not bad for a whole skillet that you're bringing out there. And it heats very even because of that. The thick base makes it so that pretty much everything in the pan cooks well, even if your flame is kind of really directly in the middle or kind of off to the side a little bit, I've found. So that hasn't been an issue. Yeah, when it comes to weight, if you really think about it, the next option I would personally choose would be a carbon steel skillet. And the only downside of that, though, is it's twice the weight of this. So that's one of the reasons I went non-stick. A second reason is because I have experience with carbon steel, and they are really easy to clean for the most part, but once in a while you'll get that one meal that really sticks on because you just didn't heat it to the right temperature, etc. And when you're out in the backcountry, it's really easy to not have consistent temperature. So this kind of is a little more foolproof for cleanup. If I burn something onto it, it's going to be pretty easy to get that out with some sort of like non-stick scrubber, or just even just my hands with just my nail or something. It's very easy to come clean if you somehow do get something stuck to it. So that's the biggest perk for me, and pretty much anything else you can just wipe right out of it. So that's why I choose non-stick on the trail. What do you guys use? Do you use non-stick? Do you even cook? I know a lot of you are probably just using the Mountain House meals. I mean, I still do most of the time, but I think I'm gonna kind of slowly aim towards using this more often. But yeah, tell me what you guys use. Have a great day, YouTube.